Mr. Prime Minister, sir, for millions of people across the country, you were the embodiment of probity and integrity in public life. But given the...
Sir, which role model should Indian youth follow as of today? They don't have anybody to look forward to, sir.
Well, I think the founding fathers of our constitution provide the best role models. Mahatma Gandhi,
Yes.
Jawaharlal Nehru,
Yeah.
I think, and all those who presided over India's march towards freedom and then to reconstruction and development. I think they are very important role models for all of us.
You are 100% correct, sir. As a psychotherapist,
No,
I see.
yes,
Sir,
I think one question, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sir, Mr. Prime Minister, sir, I am Shivraj Singh, I am National Secretary of Janata Dal United. I hail from Bihar, one of the poorest state of the country. In your speech, you said you appreciated the role of people in the movement of West Asian countries. Sir, I would like to know that what role do you think the government has, because today one of the most grave problems the country is facing is of corruption, and millions of people are suffering due to this. And poverty is, I think, one of the byproducts of corruption, because India is not a poor country. Indians are poor. But when it comes to tackling corruption, you in your speech, you have said that we are bound by the coalition dharma and we are bound by the compulsions of coalition. Sir, I would like to know that because people have great respect and faith in you, would you not like to abide by the constitution, have faith in people, and would you not like to act by the aspiration of people rather than being bound by the coalition dharma? The constitution and Guru Granth Sahib gives you the power
Fine, we got
to
the
act
question.
as Prime
That
Minister.
is-
And
Thank
thank you.
Please, keep
It
going.
goes without saying that all of us are bound to follow the constitution of our country, and therefore nothing that I have said is inconsistent with following the dictates of our constitution. I have taken an oath to defend the constitution and the laws of our country, and whatever I may have said about coalition dharma, I think should not in any way convey the impression that I am not in favor of following strictly the dictates of our constitution.
Ajit Gulabchand, Chairman, Hindustan Construction Company. So this is to raise the issue that you raised when you first became Prime Minister of administrative reforms. The administrative reforms could go a long way in improving governance and thereby addressing some of the issues you just discussed. Besides, one more structural reform that's required to create the third tier of government at the local city and town levels, which will bring governance closer to the people and therefore more accountable. Could you highlight on how we would like to move on this,
Well,
both these areas?
As far as administrative reforms is concerned, our government 5 years ago appointed an Administrative Reforms Commission. Several recommendations of that commission are under implementation, and whatever more needs to be done will be pursued with vigor. And as far as the local level institutions are concerned, in my speech, I have already mentioned that empowering our people requires strengthening of the Panchayati Raj institutions, giving them function, giving them funds, giving them power. That's the only way in which we can make decentralization an effective and viable instrument of empowering our people.
One last question. Yeah, gentleman there. No.
Mr. Prime Minister, I'm Samyak Chakrabarti from Bombay. I'm a social entrepreneur. In your speech, you mentioned about the growth of entrepreneurship in India. But the other reality is that not every young Indian who has an idea can become an entrepreneur. So my question is that as the government, do you have any plans to provide merit-based capital and other auxiliary resources that can support young entrepreneurs to realize their dream without having to go through rigorous sarkari process, which often discourages young people from taking the bold step? Thank you.
Well, I think venture capital, well-functioning stock markets, these are the instruments which are available outside the government system. and I hope that more can be done to streamline the functioning of these institutions to achieve the objectives that you have mentioned.